your relationship with the country and the festival, and how hard it is to show a movie in a festival like it in a situation that art is very
politicized. Did you say something about politicized?
Yes, yeah. Because nowadays we have some problems with how art is
censorship.
Showing. Yes.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. I'm married to a Brazilian, so I feel like I have a good outsider's idea of the political climate in Brazil right now, in terms of the censorship, in terms of the evangelicals rising and sort of a new conservative moment or repressive moment, and also for sure the corruption at many levels in your government. And the thing that, I mean, it's certainly not funny, but the thing that is funny to me is, or ironic, or just sort of needs moments to think about, or any moments to think about, is how these are things happening all over the world. And my film Discreet was very much my strong, uncompromising response to what was happening in the US. We shot and edited this film just before the US election, just before Trump became president. And so much of that energy is in the film. We certainly didn't imagine that he would become president, and that we would be living in this moment. We thought we would be in a new progressive era with a woman president and ta-ta-ta-ta. And so when we made Discreet, we very much wanted to do something that was like a timestamp, that was just sort of the moment, because we thought we were leaving that moment. But now we see, with each day, it seems more and more like we just get deeper and deeper into this moment that I felt was passing. And I see it around the world, I see it here, but of course I'm most connected to what's happening in the US, and I find it very disturbing and troubling and scary. And I wish that my movie was not still a reflection on this moment, but was more of a moment that we just missed. And to be able to screen this movie around the world, it's been really important for me to have conversations with different people in different countries that are having these similar moments of populism and this rise of conservatism, and trying to understand the ways in which it's all connected.
And one more question. I think that it's your first feature that we have an original story, because you did I Want Your Love, but it's about your short movie, and you did Interior Leather Bark. It's based on the cruising of William Franklin. It is telling to you to do this movie now with this original story.
I was in Texas for a long period. I live in San Francisco, but I was in Texas for a long period of time, and I was listening to all of this talk radio. We have this conservative talk radio that sounded like marching orders for conservative white men to go to war against all of these, liberal ideas and progressive ideas and equal rights. And there was an emerging story in the US that white straight men were being persecuted, and they were becoming angry and wanted to fight back. And I wanted to really capture this moment. I was furious about this moment, and I wanted to capture it in a film. And I was also curious about how these messages of this very rigid idea of masculinity, how those ideas were impacting gay men in Texas, who in many cases are still closeted. So if you're a closeted man trying to figure out how to live freely as a gay man, when you hear these messages, it just pushes you further. It feels more unsafe. And so I wanted to make a film where I found a character who all of these different negative influences were channeled through him, and to see how he dealt with that trauma, and that's what the film is. You know, I wanted to make something that was hard in that way because I wanted it to reflect the moment in which we were living.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.